grade fours. So right now you are learning about fractions of a set. And you've already learned about how to find a fraction of a set. For example, if you wanted to find out what 2/5 of 5 is, you know that you have fifths. So there are of 5, you have 5, let's say, cookies altogether. And 2/5 would be 2 out of the 5. And since you only have 5 cookies, it's very easy to figure out what 2/5 of 5 is. That would be 2 out of the 5. So let's use a blue marker and circle 2 out of the 5 cookies. So 2/5 of 5 is, oops, not 5, sorry, I'm sleeping. 2/5 of 5 is actually 2. So when your denominator matches the number of items that you have, then it can be quite easy to figure out what a fraction of that set is. But then you run into situations that are a little bit more difficult, like you will today, in which you have to figure out, for example, let's say 1/3 of 9. How much is 1/3 of 9 cookies? So if we put 9 cookies out here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cookies, you need 1/3 of that 9. Your denominator is different than your total number of objects. So what you have to do is you have to take those objects and you have to put them into groups of your denominator. 1/3 means 1 out of 3 groups. You need 3 groups of cookies. So if you have 3 groups and you've got a total of 9 cookies, how many will be in each group? And this is where you're going to be very happy that you know your multiplication and your division. If you put them into 3 groups, 1 group, 2 groups, 3 equal groups, how many cookies will be in each group? 3. There's a group of 3, there's a group of 3, and there's a group of 3. You now have 3 groups. 1 out of those 3 groups, one out of the 3 would be how many cookies? 1, 2, 3. So 1/3 of 9 is 3. Let's try those situations again, and I'm going to look at it in a little bit different way. And then when you look at your assignment, it'll look a little different as well. Let's try something like this. 2/7 of 14. 2/7 of 14. So you need how many parts? You need 7 parts. If you took 14 cookies and you put them into 7 parts or 7 groups, how many would be in each one? 2, because 14 divided by 7 is 2. You share the 14 among your 7 groups. You're going to have 2 in each group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little think arrow here. Think a 2, a 2, a 2, a 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 2s, 5 2s, 6 2s, 7 2s. I now have 7 parts. Each part has 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This part has 2, this part has 2, this part has 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. We need 2/7 of that total of 14. All these 2's added up equal 14. So 2 out of the 7 parts. Grab my blue marker to make it easier for you to see. There's 1. And there's 2. So how much would that be altogether? Just add your groups up. 2 plus 2 is 4. So 2/7 of 14 is 4. Because adding these together makes 4. 1 part, 2 parts. Let's use this same diagram and find out what would 3/7 of 14 be. 3 out of the 7 groups. 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. How much is 3/7 of 14? 2 plus 2 plus 2. 6. How about 5/7 of 14? What is 5/7 of 14? 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups. That would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 5/7 of 14 is 10. Try one more. How about 7/7 of 14? That would be all the groups, 7 out of the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7/7 of 14 is all 14. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and so on. Now here's a bonus question for you. So 7/7 of 14, 7/7 is really 1 whole of 14, which would be 14, because 1 group of means multiply. 1 times 14 is 14. So there's one example. Let's do one more, because I know that this is a little tricky. You have to use multiplication and division to help you understand. Now this one comes right from your book. Let's see. 3/4 of 8. How much is 3/4 of 8? How many equal parts do you need? Go and look at your denominator. You need 4 equal parts. So if you're 8, we're in 4 equal parts. You can even draw those 4 equal parts if you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to give you a slightly different strategy to make it easier. 4 parts. If 8 were shared into these 4 parts, how many would be in each part? Well, 8 divided by 4 is 2, so 2 would be in each part. So I'll put a 2 in each part. Now, you want to know how much 3 out of the 4 parts is. 1, 2, 3 out of the 4 parts. 2 plus 2 plus 2. 3/4 of 8 is 2, 4, 6. There we go. Now let's try that same strategy again with a different question. And I'll use exactly the same strategy. Let's do one from our book 2. 2/3 of 15. 2/3 of 15. Okay. I'll put a blank here. Now I'll put my circles underneath. So, how many equal parts do we need? Check your denominator. If you said 3, you're correct. So I'm going to draw those 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. 3 parts. If we have a total of 15, then how many have to go in each part to make them equal? Well, 15 shared into 3 parts, or divided by 3, is 5. 5 in each part. Let's check that. I've got 3 5s. 3 times 5 is 15, so we're good to go. We want to know how much 2 out of the 3 parts is. 2/3. 1 part, 2 parts. How much is 2/3 of 15? Add your 2 groups together. 10, you say? You are correct, because 5 plus 5 is 10. I'll do one more, and then you can try these on your own. How about, pick this right out of your assignment. 3/5, I can put it here, of, 25 is, now what's the first thing I'm going to do? Find out how many equal parts. Look to the denominator. 5 equal parts. Draw the equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts. I've made these groups. I have 25 wholes. So how many will be in each part? You can think of it as cookies or apples or whatever. I'm going to say apples. 25 apples. How many apples will be in each one of these parts? What times 5 equals 25? Or 25 divided by 5 is 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Good. Now we need to know how much is 3/5 of 25. 3 out of the 5 parts. 1, 2, 3 out of the 5 parts. How much is that? 5, 10, 15. 3/5 of 25 is 15. So if you can think of a bit of a shortcut to this, 25 divided by 5 is 5, times the 3 is 15. Numbers work in patterns, remember that? You can try more examples if you want. Repeating this helps you figure out a little bit better. And when you do your assignment today, you're going to be doing page 32 and 33, so you will get some extra practice at it. And if you need more practice than that, you can always Google and search with your parents, finding fractions of a set, and you can probably get a whole bunch of equations to solve. All right? Good luck!